Maybe it says we're live.
Well, as for me, I am definitely not dead.
Yeah, and even your toe is alive. Your
Yeah,
injured toe. Yes.
yeah,
Hello everyone. I think we're live. We're trying a new thing. Did you see that cute little heart that I have there?
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Um, then let me see if I can move. I don't even know if I can move this donate thing that's over your face, Yvonne. Hello, everyone. We're doing a new thing. We're trying. Oh, we are here. Good, good. All right. This is great. Be in love, which you help.
Lawich, good morning.
Look at,
And B too.
and we can put you up here. I can show your comments over there. All right.
Mhm.
So, hello, Lonnie. Oh my gosh, this is so great. So, what we're doing here,
Hello, Lydia.
for those of you that are on, this is great because Yvonne, now you can see the
Mhm.
chat now, which is great. Before you couldn't see it.
Yeah, I was blind, but now I can see.
All right, for those of you who don't know what we're doing here, who I am and who this handsome guy is, we're doing Tarot for Kindness, and we've been doing it over on YouTube for the past month. Maybe it's been a month we've done it, more, 5 weeks.
I think no less than. Oh, Sandra, good morning.
Yeah.
I think we do this for 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've been doing it over on YouTube for 6 weeks, and then let's see if I can show that there. Okay. All right. So and I can put comments up. This is great. Um,
Hmm.
so what this
Now I will only read comments.
okay.
I,
So here's what's going on. Uh, I'm doing tarot readings live on the air. This thing that we're doing here, and we're accepting donations of $10 per card. So if you want a one card reading, you pay $10. A two card reading, you donate $20. Three card reading, $30. Five card reading, $50, and so on. There's two ways that you can pay. Three ways you can pay. You can pay by Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle. Or if you're on YouTube, you can pay by the super chat. There's a little dollar sign button that you can push and you can make your donations there. Where this money is going is to help seniors in Ukraine who are suffering in this horrific invasion. Ukrainian citizens that are in Kiev, that are in Zaporizhia. My friend Yvonne is the one who purchases the groceries. He and his team purchase the groceries, distribute them. 100% of your money goes to buy these groceries and distribute groceries, medicine, sometimes if they have a pet food. But these are seniors who are a, not able to get out of the house, B, not able to work because they're in their 80s and 90s, and in some cases, sometimes 70s. You have some in their 70s, but you're helping all of these wonderful people. So we have a little bit of an expanded audience because now we're on Facebook and Twitter. And so you guys may not know what we're doing. The YouTube people will have already maybe have seen this. But anyway, Yvonne, do you want to tell people about what you're up
yeah,
to?
of
Yeah.
course. First of all, Sandra, I see a question. I am feeling better. The first day without the bandage will be today. And the second, guys, I wanted to open the curtains of mystery in front of you a little. Uh, Actually, all this money goes for buying me some vodka, drugs, because I am a drug addict, and immediately after the stream, I will go to the supermarket, bought a little wagon of vodka, and you won't hear about me anything for about 3 days, maybe.
No way. Yvonne doesn't drink, so I know that's a lie.
Uh,
Um, so anyway, I'm going to post actually, Lovewitch, thank you so much for posting that. I'm going to post the QR codes where you can donate. So if you want to donate through Venmo, there's a QR code that's covering half of Yvonne's face that you can donate through Venmo. In a minute, I will post the PayPal link and you can make your donation there. I don't even have.
Jen M already made a donation of 40.
Oh,
40.
wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, and if you put in chat where you donated and what your question is, that would be great. That would be excellent.
And the question is in the text.
Yeah. All right. So let's get that up there. I'm going to go into the chat again. All right. I love it, you guys. You're so sweet, everybody. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful to see everyone. All right. Let me get to so Jen put in the PayPal. She put in her question. She paid through PayPal. What can I expect? So $40. That's a 4 card reading. We're going to be using. I'm going to use the Wiser Tarot today. This is like my new favorite Rider-Waite-Smith deck that I love. It's got some nice watercolor pictures in it, illustrations, really beautiful. So really actually beautiful cards like for shuffling as well. They're really nice for shuffling. All right, Jen, let's take a look at what's coming up in the week ahead, in the coming weeks. We'll take a look and see anything you need to avoid, anything you need to shift gears, what's going to help support you. Thank you so much for your donation. $40 buys 2 weeks of groceries, basic groceries for a Ukrainian senior. So you're feeding a granny with that
Yeah,
donation. Thank
yeah.
you. You get a whole granny.
Can I make a quick update
Uh-huh.
while you're shuffling the deck?
Yeah.
Uh, I am in a quite inconvenient situation. I am alone for 2 weeks, alone in the house. This is absolutely new experience for me because all my family is abroad right now, and uh, I am alone, and this is unusual. It's a little boring. So if anyone wants to visit Kiev during this week, uh, please do this. I can arrange a good activity. You can see grannies. You can see how it works from the inside. So no worries about a place to live. We have 3 rooms. Uh, so yeah, something like this.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is, you know what? His son and his wife are on a little holiday, and he's by
Yeah,
himself rearranging the house to make it a rock and roll studio, right?
yeah,
That's what you're doing. They're gonna come
almost,
back and be
almost.
very surprised. Um, I want to say hello to everyone here that's in the comments before we get started, Jen, if you don't mind just waiting 1 minute, because I want to really say hello to everyone. We're getting used to this new system. We meet here every Wednesday. By the way, we meet here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, and 5 a.m. Eastern
In
European
Kiev.
time. Yeah, in Kiev, it's 5 a.m. My goodness. So I want to say hello to the Love Witch. Love Witch is your person to ask questions if you have. Love Witch works and B also work here at the Parlor of Wonders, and the Love Witch is really assisting me on all of this. So Love Witch may have posts and comments that we'll post later about how to donate. All right, so let's see. So Lonnie's here. Hello, Lonnie. Um, let's see. Jay Rose is here. Hello, Sandra's here. Jen is here. Jen is going to get a reading. Adrija's here, and Adrija made a donation. All right, Adrija, I don't have my phone with me. It's in the other room. I really wasn't prepared, but I'll look over at your Venmo with your question. Um, uh, J Rose says, "Oh, this isn't my Baba Yaga magic page. I get it. I'm glad I caught you here. Then, no, yes, it's here. We're doing something different." Jen B says, "Joyous solstice, everyone." I want to post that. Joyous solstice. Yes, happy summer solstice. This is really the original Kupala. You know, this is the original magic day. And I was so glad to wake up this morning before the sun, and I saw the sunrise this morning, which is a lovely thing to do. Honor the sun on summer solstice. Um, Love Witch says, make sure to like this stream. John Paul says, hello, Aunt Pam and Yvonne. He's my nephew, my adopted nephew. Love Witch says, happy solstice, everyone. So awesome to see so many people here this week. Amiral is here saying hello. Sandra's here. Asking how you feel. Jen made her donation. We got that. All right. Let's see. Okay. Donate through Venmo. I'm going to put I think did that show up? You can donate through Venmo. You can either, oh, that's such a weird long thing. We're still figuring out this restream thing. By the way, Restream, for anybody who's multi-streaming, which is what we're doing, we're multi-streaming to Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Restream is a Ukrainian company based in Kyiv, and you're supporting a Ukrainian business by using them instead of some of the other restreaming services. So, yeah. All right. Love what says, hope you're healing well, Yvonne. Uh, Jen B donated on Venmo for 3-card reading. All right, Jen, I think you probably have it in there. And oh, Adrija put her Venmo question. Great, Adrija. And how many cards? I don't have my phone with me, so I don't know how much you donated. Thank you so much to everyone who's donating. Okay.
And
Okay.
Ruxandra also made a donation for 5 cards.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. All right, wonderful. All right, well, we're going to start with Jen M. Jen M was the first one. Let's get that up there. Okay. So Jen, here we go. What can I expect? 40 cards, 4 cards. Thank you. I've been up since 5 a.m., you guys. It was my kid graduating today too, which was such a lovely thing. My son graduated from university today. He graduated summa cum laude, which means like the highest honors. He got a 3.9 grade point average. So he did really well. Super proud of him. Now he's off partying with his friends at the Hollywood Bowl. They're having fun tonight at a show. All right, let's look at your weeks ahead, Jen M. All right. And if you want to donate, let me put the QR code so you can donate through Venmo. I'll put the PayPal one up soon. All right, let's take a look at your weeks ahead. What's going on? What's going on for Jen? Oh, sweet. It's very sweet. Oh, it's very sweet. Oh my gosh. You've got a very sweet few weeks ahead of you, Jen. This is lovely. It's about friendship, love, and self-care. It's all about that. I love it. This would be a reading I would love to receive. All right. So the first one that comes up for you is the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups shows a little boy giving a little girl a golden goblet with a flower. And this card represents, cups represent the emotions, the heart, spirituality, psychic ability, dream work, all of that watery stuff, right? Well, 6 of Cups shows this little boy very lovingly giving the little girl a cup of flowers. This is about opening your heart really to love. Now, this can be romantic love, but it can also be friendships, just that loving, warm feeling. When I see this card, what I think of is like, how a little kid will be like, oh, I want to, like a little kid will be like, see their friend on the street, and they'll see their friend and they'll just run up and hug their friend. They don't like go like, is it okay? Am I being cool? Am I not being cool? That happens when they get to be teenagers. But little kids, little ones, they love so openly. Their hearts are so open. And so when I think of this card showing up, it's about that purity of the heart emotion and really the heart energy being radiating so openly. So this can be like relationships where the hearts are very open and there's a lot of innocence, a lot of kindness, a lot of love that's just really pure. But it can also be friendships as well. So it can be romance, friendship, but whatever I see for you over the next week, Jen, you're going to have lots of very heart connected moments with other people in a really sweet and loving way. So I love to see this. It's such a sweet thing to see. So friendships opening up, time spent with friends, time spent with loving family or your partner or whoever, and all of that emotion opening up for you very, very sweetly. It can be even with our pets. If we have pets that we love and with a lot of realness, I think about how dogs and cats can be, and our pets can be very loving in that very open way. And that's the 6 of Cups all the way, just all of that. So I see all of this love showing up for you. It's also a time over the next few weeks for you to be doing some reflection and dreaming up and scheming up your future, what it is that you want in the future. So this is a retreat kind of card. So I see this as being like time spent in quietness, meditations, doing meditation work. But mostly it's reflecting. You see this like this tomb, the little I guess the knight or whoever's on the tomb is sitting in repose, like they're resting, right? But we have this stained glass window up there, and that stained glass window is like the visioning, the full color visioning of your future. So time spent in vision work, time spent dreaming, scheming, manifesting work, vision boarding, anything like that where you're starting to think about the future. This is like such a wonderful time to do that because it's our solar halfway point of the year. It's not the halfway point of the year technically, but and for the solar rotation, we are now at that halfway point. So now is a great time for you to start to think about visions of what you're going to do with the second half of the year until winter solstice. So if you are thinking about doing, like what are your plans for the next 6 months? That's really a great thing for you to think about. But this is also about taking some time to rest, reflecting, some time spent alone, and recuperating. So I love seeing all of that for you. What that's going to bring to you is this really open energy. I mean, like, gosh, I just love all these cards that are showing up for you. The Fool card is about being very in attuned to I call this card divine providence. When I say divine providence, that's a very old-timey kind of Bible-y kind of thing, but it applies to everyone and everything everywhere. Divine doesn't necessarily mean just Christian God or, Jesus or something like that. It can mean that, but it can also mean your whatever your interpretation of the divine is the divine great spirit, the universe, the goddess, your spirit guides, your ancestors, who is divine to you. And then think about providence. Providence means you are being protected and guided along your way. So it's understanding your connection to the universe or to spirit in whatever form you see spirit, and knowing that you have that connection, and that means that you are being guided and you are being led. That's what the Fool card is really saying to me for you in these coming weeks. It's like to trust that, trust the universe, that you're being led in the right way. So even like the Fool, you don't know where you're going, you're just on a ramble, you don't have any plan per se. Know that you are divinely protected and really being guided into some beautiful things. So the more open that you can be, the more innocent you can be, the more open you can be, the more trusting you can be, the better things will turn out for you. It's just a wonderful, wonderful card to see those over the next few weeks. It's really being in divine connection, I would call it, being in connection with the divine and then trusting it and knowing it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. So if there's something, and I have a message for you, Jen, too. If there's something that you're anxious about or you're worried about, here's what the Fool card is telling you to say whatever that future thing that you're worried about, to say to yourself, it's all going to work out perfectly. It's all going to work out perfectly. And then lean into that feeling of trust. It will calm the anxiety, which is like I have anxiety and it's the dumbest thing in the world. As I'm doing it, I'm like, why am I doing this? Right? How we worry about the future. What does that do for us? It doesn't help us, right? Yvonne, when you're worried about the future,
Of course, no. It just spends our energy.
yeah,
Anyway, the future will come even without our involvement.
I know I think of like okay, I'm going to say something that's a little judgy, but there was a trend about maybe 5 or 8 or 10 years ago where they started making how to survive the zombie apocalypse manuals. I'm like,
Hmm.
that's what anxiety is like. How does you're worrying about zombies. You know what I
You
mean?
know, it's
It's
for many
ridiculous.
people it was just a game because many wants to. imagine they are survivors, tough men with a rifle, you know.
Yeah, but this book is like that's how I feel like anxiety is. It's as dumb as that book. Because really, mean, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. So anyway, the point of that is for you, Jen, is that if there's something that you're worried about to get into that space where you're like, it's all going to work out perfectly, not only to keep you centered in your practice, but also to get you to the place where it does all work out perfectly because you are connected and you're trusting that it's all going to work out, which is amazing. Lastly, Ace of Cups energy. This is such a loving week, these loving weeks for you. It's just so wonderful, loving, spiritual. So, Ace of Cups energy is the beginning of something new. All the aces represent pure essence of that element, pure essence of water, and the beginning of something new. So when we see Ace of Cups, this can be new emotions, new love, new psychic abilities, new spiritual practices, a new creativity, even because one of the things that I've been seeing in this card lately is if you look, it's like a fountain coming out of a cup. Well, if that fountain doesn't have an off switch, if it how when does the fountain stop? It never stops, right? The fountain is always flowing. So when we think about the things associated with the element of water, we have to have the consciousness of realizing there's no end to this. So whether it is about love, there's no end to the love. You can continue and give and give and give love, and you will never run out of love, right? You will never run out of love. You can give creativity, and you will never run out of creativity. You can give spirituality or experience spirituality, and you will never run out of it. So that's one of the little symbols within this card that I've really been seeing coming up is that never ending flow, the never ending flow. So for you, Jen, this is going to be a time where new things that really touch your heart in very deep ways open up for you. Relationships, spiritual practice, um, your dream work, your creativity, all of that. So this is going to be an amazing weeks up ahead for you. I love it. Now I'm going to look over in chat and see if you wrote anything down there. Oh, good, good. So good. Oh, I had a bad day at work, and I do need time to reflect on where I want to be. I needed to hear again that it all worked out. This is great. Like with work, with that work situation, sit there and sit there and tell yourself, remind yourself, this horrible situation will work out in perfect ways. I have had just an example, and I think if you've been around a little while, we've all had that situation where we've had a job that was awful and we wanted something different. And then it worked out that it sent us to a better job because if maybe we were comfortable at that job, but then it got uncomfortable and then it inspired us to look for something else. And what we went to was amazing. So that's what I kind of think of with this and your work situation. So I love it. I love it. All right. So now let's look at our next one. Adrija, you said you had 5 cards. Thank you so much, Adrija. You have 1.25 grannies that you're helping. We're gonna find our granny. We're gonna learn about our granny of the week. Did you send me? I haven't even looked really at my phone.
Yeah, I did, of
Okay,
course.
I'll go get my phone and I'll leave you in a second after we do these 3 readings with Jem.
Hmm.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, so Adrija, let me find your thing. Okay. Okay. So Adrija's question. So you guys that are here that just popped in, we're doing tarot readings, Tarot for Kindness. 100% of the proceeds of the readings goes to feed seniors in Ukraine. So this is not anything for me. It is to buy food for people who are suffering during war and have every possible difficult thing that they have to overcome. And Yvonne is so wonderful and kind. Talking about never-ending flow of love from the heart. Yvonne goes and his team, small team of people, go to feed anywhere from 20 to 50 seniors every week, depending on how much money they make each week. So
I
depending.
would say to 60
Oh,
because 60 is our current record.
wow, that's amazing. Um, so we're doing this. So if you'd like to donate, there's a couple ways that you can donate. You can donate through PayPal. You can donate through Venmo. There's the PayPal QR code that you can donate. I had the other one up, but there's that one. I'll leave that up for a while. And Adrija's question was, I have texted D a hi. I want to know how it was received. Will I hear back, or is there any reconnection? Is any reconnection expected? All right. So let's see. And you had 5 cards, right? Okay. Thank you so much, Adrija, and thank you everybody that's donating. This is really wonderful. We are able to feed seniors in Ukraine. It's so good. Oh, I love it so much. All right. Let's take a look and see. Okay. All right. So here's how I see it. I think there's going to be a quick reply, a pretty fast reply, meaning you'll probably hear back in the next day or two. You know, it's not going to be a slow reply. Knight of Swords is someone who takes action and takes action quickly. Swords represent communication, and you can see how fast that horse is going on the Knight of Swords. So this is about quick communication or quick reply. So I do get the sense that you're gonna get a reply either today or tomorrow. It's not gonna be a long time before you get that reply. I see that the message was received positively. We have the 3 of Cups showing up. 3 of Cups, when we're looking at relationship or we're looking at matters of the heart, 3 of Cups often means that it's positive, it's happy, but it might be a little, just flirtatious, but not very deep and serious. You know, these are ladies dancing around with their goblets raised, they're having a good time. This is not a serious emotion, this is a playful emotion. It could be like a flirtatious comment, maybe some flirting going back and forth, but not to think that that's going to lead to something necessarily deeper. It's not what he's thinking. He's not thinking anything deeper. He's thinking it's a flirtation and to maybe flirt back with you. That is also reinforced by one of the other cards that you got, which is the Queen of Wands. And Queen of Wands um, represents somebody who's sexy. She's fire, passion, right? So this may be, you know, how he views you. He views you as sexy. He views you as hot. But it with these two, this is not a serious relationship. This is more like flirtation and fun and maybe hooking up, I would say, more than a serious committed relationship. So, if that is what you're looking for, and then that's what this is offering to you. If you're wanting it to lead to something deeper, it may or may not. The reason I think is this. We've got our 2 pages here. Page of Swords and Page of Cups. Pages represent, um, when we're looking at relationship, they can represent someone who lacks maturity, and they would definitely represent someone who is not ready for a commitment. So it may not be that it like the emotions are sweet emotions. I mean, with the Page of Cups, this is a sweet, heartfelt emotion, but it's a little flaky. One of the details on the Page of Cups. Sorry, I'm getting used to my camera here. One of these is these waves in the background, up and down waves. Up and down waves mean hot and cold, right? On and off. So I think the expectation is you'll have a little flirtatious talk. There may be even a little sexy talk in there, but it's hot and cold. It's not going to be a consistent thing. So go in knowing that that's what is how it's received. It's received positively. There's going to be a flirtation. There's going to be a fast response, but I don't get the sense that there is a real deep, serious relationship on the horizon at this moment in time with him. All right. Yeah. Communication, flirty communication, again, inconsistent. Look, he's holding the sword one direction, but he's looking in another direction. I just see this as being a relationship that's a flirty, fun relationship, but that's about as far as it goes. So but you'll get a response and it will be positive. I don't see anything negative about it, but that's where his head is at right now. All right. So, Jen, um, let me get, how about this? Um, I'll grab that. Oh, I can maybe go on Venmo here on my computer. Let me see if I can. Maybe I can. See. If I can, then I'll have to get up and get my phone. Nope. It won't let me do it. Okay. Um, let me go grab my phone. But before I do that, let's talk about one of the grannies that you're helping. I can do that on the computer. And then while we're doing that, um,
Okay, I'll cover you. No worries.
you'll cover me. Thank you so much, everyone who's donating. 100% of the proceeds go to help seniors in Ukraine who are, oh, I don't even know if I can. I think I can send it. We'll have to try. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. We're in a new system now where we're multi-streaming. We're getting with like what the kids all do, where they're sending their gaming everywhere, their gaming streams. My kids watch those things. Watching people play video games online. It's a thing. Okay, why am I not seeing your message? What did you send it in Instagram?
Of course, as usual.
As usual. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, Granny of the Day. All right, let's get her up here. Let's see if I can. Okay, let's see if I can share my screen on this. Sorry, you guys, you're with us as we're doing all of this. All right, share screen. I think I can. Okay, start screen sharing. Let's see. Sorry, you guys, bear with me. Window? Oh, maybe I need to open the picture. Sorry. You guys, bear with me. All right. Tell us about this granny before I get the picture up.
I think that people have to see her.
Oh, okay. All right.
We will continue, Baron, with you.
I've got to get, maybe if I get the Instagram, just the Instagram up, maybe that'll show. Oh, sorry. Let's see, images. Okay. Okay. Let's see now. You guys, you're so patient and wonderful. I wish I was more window. Oh. Oh, so, okay. There it is. Okay. Now I think I can bring it up. Okie doke. Yes, I got it. Is that showing now? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yay. All right.
Okay, so
Right back.
you can go find your phone, and I will describe the situation with this granny. So, guys, her name is Maria, and she takes a very significant place in our list because she's 92 and she's a granny with a quite tragic fate. You know, actually, nothing holds her on this earth no longer, and it took a big efforts from me to keep you here during the winter because she had a great depression. So she had a family. She had a family, but her daughter, she died from a cancer because she served in Chernobyl nuclear station, and after the explosion, she's got a high dose of radiation, which causes a cancer. So she died, and her grandson was killed on Maidan during the Revolution of Dignity. And now, for many years, she is alone and she lives alone Actually, she doesn't have anything to keep her here. And when I visited her at winter, she told me that I pray God every night, every day to, just to let me die, to keep me away from this earth. And I told her that let's continue this conversation when the spring comes, while we will be sitting on the bench, when birds are singing, when all around is green. Uh, and she gave me a promise to hold on until spring. And of course, as we all know, spring heals everything when we see the birth of new life, which is everywhere. Of course, our mood changes, and when we visited her in 2 months, in April, she had quite better mood. Actually, she's very optimistic granny, and she's very, very, very kind. She wants to hug. She kisses us every time. You know, pray for us, for you all. This is so important for her. Even not the food. I think, of course, she eats as every people on earth, but she eats not to big quantity of food. She is very tiny. I think, she's less than 5 feet tall. Yeah. So what we bring to her, I think it's usually enough, not for 2 weeks as usual, maybe even for three weeks. But she is very pleased with the attention. This is the most important for her, and we spend a lot of time in her flat. The flat is in a terrible condition because she barely walks. She cannot tidy up. Yeah, so this is the example of granny who still lives uh, when she lost her whole family. She's 92, and we like visiting her every time, just to make sure she's still alive, she's still emotionally all right, and something like this. Yeah.
Mm. It's just such a thing of like, I think you're absolutely right. Like springtime, the birds coming out, all of those things of spring can really lift your spirits. But all that she's gone through, I can't even imagine. Her daughter and her grandson, it's like just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
But I can tell you that maybe because of this, she has a preference, uh, because she doesn't afraid to die at all. I think she accepts every possible, uh, I don't know, not solution. I don't know this word in English. So whatever life brings to her now, she is ready even for the worst final. Maybe she is even waiting for it.
Mm, yeah. Wow. Unbelievable. But what a gift that you are coming to her, that you're uplifting her spirits. Seeing you is uplifting her spirits. And, um, you
Yeah,
never,
our first goal is to show that she is not alone, because in fact she is alone, and we have to destroy this thought in her brain.
yeah. And I know that, the interesting thing with this from the spiritual perspective is you think, I mean, I know you think this, Yvonne, you think like, or someone watching you thinks, oh, Yvonne is bringing food to them and comfort to them and uh, positivity and all of these things. But you're also getting from these seniors too.
Of
I,
course,
because
of
you tell
course.
me about this, right? All that you get from them.
This is the best work in my life, because I got so much mental energy in return. So what I do, I just buy groceries and bring it to grannies. but in return, you know that how powerful energy gratitude is. I am just swimming in it. This
Mm,
is so pleasant emotion.
yeah.
Every morning I wake up charged as a rocket. I have a plenty of energy, and these grannies even make it more powerful with their gratitude, with their prayers. This is a great connection, not only between grannies and me, but between grannies and you too, because they pray for you every day.
I love that so much. So much. We have a lot of people donating and a lot of readings and a lot of great.
Okay, let's concentrate on work. Let's do the work.
I want to get to it because I know there's so many that you can help. All right. So I've got to say something. We've got B donated twice on Venmo. B, do you want a 2-card reading or do you want a 1-card reading? It's B's birthday today. Is it today? That's B's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, B. Um, all right. So B, just let me know if you want two because you donated twice. If you want a 2-card reading or 2 1-card readings, I don't know what you want. But we want to say, oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Look at Love Witch is saying thank you so much to everyone who's donating. Um, Jen M is saying, I'm so glad I'm able to help and thank you for doing this fundraiser. Yvonne, God bless you for taking care of the elders. I know that's how I feel too. It's like, I think it all takes all of us though, because Yvonne couldn't do it without the donations. So each of us, each of you is a part of this too. You guys are a part of this. So
A very important part.
very important part. Um, Love Witch is giving a public happy birthday, B. Woo woo. So we're gonna do a special birthday reading for you, but let me know if you want 2 cards or 1 card.
Can you turn on the comments, please? Because I cannot see. You read it. I want to read also
I don't know how
what people write.
I'm showing them to you here. You can't see it on your screen?
No, I can see it on it through Wemo. This sticker.
Oh, the
I
sticker, you
I
want me to
can.
get rid of that? Okay. All right. Even though they're donating through Venmo and using the sticker, you don't want me to have it up there. Okay. Now can you see it?
No, I cannot see any comments.
What about the thing at the bottom? Come on. It says readings are $10 per card. You can't see that?
No.
Oh, I don't know how to help you, Yvonne. I'm trying here. We're trying to figure this out. I'm sorry, you guys. This is our first.
Love wish, help us.
Okay. No, Love Witch can't help. I'm in charge. That's the
Oh,
problem. Jesus says I posted it in chat. Okay. Okay, Ruxandra donated for 5-card reading. Thank you, Ruxandra. We'll check yours out. Cynthia says, hi, everyone. All right. Let's see. Uh, oh, oh, you guys are saying congratulations because my kid graduated. Thank you so much. That's an old comment. Thank you. Maminka says hello and so glad to see you all tonight. This is wonderful. Thank you for being here. Um, let's see. Okay, check donate through Venmo. I'll do that. Oh, that was already a thing. Oh, if you want to get the deck that I'm using, which is um, it's the Wiser Tarot. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful watercolor tarot. Wonderful. I love it. And the cards are just like butter. They're so good to work with. All right. You guys are so sweet with the congratulations about my kid. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, B, I saw your donations on Venmo. Tell me if you want 2 1-card readings or 1 2-card reading or what you want with that. Maminka says I donated on Venmo 3 cards. All right, let me get these down. Am I ready to turn my hobby into a side hustle? We're going to answer that one soon. Love Witch is reminding everyone, thank you so much to everyone who's donated so far. Don't forget, readings are $10 per card, and 100% goes to support these seniors. And also a reminder from Love Witch, please make sure to like the stream, and subscribe to Madame Pamita's YouTube. I'm not drunk, you guys. I'm drinking water. It is. I have been up since 5 a.m. this morning. Hit the notifications bell so you never miss the stream. That's wonderful. Thank you. And here's Yvonne's PayPal for direct donations. You could always donate to him anytime. You don't have to wait for this. It's Yvonne Subotin, 1983 at gmail.com. And his Facebook link is there and his Instagram link. If you want to see those live links, the live links are in YouTube. And B says, you are a superhero, Yvonne. You are.
Who wrote this?
B, birthday B.
B, birthday B. Please write your name. Maybe you are among my friends on Facebook,
B.
so
B is
I will tag you in my graded post
her
because
name.
right now I don't know you.
Okay. Well, she'll do that. Okay. So I sent 2 questions, single card reading. Okay. Thank you. And Maminka says, happy birthday to B. And John Paul just donated 220. So for a 2 card reading. Thank you, John Paul. All right. So here's what I got. Thank you so much. All right. So here's what I got. John Paul made a donation on Super Chat. And okay. All right. This has really been good. Okay. So we've got all the questions lined up. So Jen B is next. Then B, I'm going to have your 2 questions, then Ruxandra, then Maminka, then John Paul. All right. So that's the order of everybody. I've written them all down. So Jen B is first. And Jen, I'm going to find you. Let's see if I can find you. There you are. If you put your question in here. I have been taking your advice from the past few weeks. I'm seeking more joy and fun in my life. That's great. This has led to change in my ambitions, looking for some guidance about my aspirations and potential path. Ah, I love that. All right, so let me take that off. Let me put in, oops, hold on. Let me show where you can, I'll put it down below so you won't complain about the QR code anymore. There we go. All right, so it's below you now. Is that better, Yvonne? Not
Let me see. No.
Oh my God. Well, this is how they're sending money. So we want to keep that up. 4 people have donated with the Venmo thing. My little thing is telling me. So with the QR code. So if you want more groceries for seniors, we're going to leave that up there.
Yeah, I understand this. As usual, I will be cut off from all the information.
Oh my God. All right. Okay, so Gen B, we're looking at that joy, that happiness, the guidance about my aspirations and potential growth. Let's look at it all. Thank you so much for your donation, Jen. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. First card that came up for you, Jen, is the star card. A star card is really about being in alignment with divine purpose for sure. This is a real confirmation that whatever you're focusing on right now in terms of this new change or whatever you're imagining for yourself, it's actually really about that balance of spiritual and material, because she's pouring 1 jug of water onto the land, jug of water into the water. That's about the nurturing and the feeding of the both the spiritual and the material. I have a sense that all of this play and this fun and this all that you've been doing is really opening up this more balanced life for you. I mean, if we looked at it from a just a very pragmatic way, it's having a really balanced life. You're tending to your spiritual garden, you're tending to your material garden. You're not neglecting either one, and you're nurturing both of them. Star card also is about that divine enlightenment. I sometimes call this card flow states. If you're a creative person, you've heard about the concept of flow states. And flow states are when we are like we're producing something, but it's flowing through us. We've talked about this, Yvonne, because Yvonne's a musician. When you create a song, but then you're like, oh my gosh, that it came in 20 minutes. I wrote a whole song in 20 minutes. That's that flow state. And it just it literally feels like inspiration flowing through you. And when you come up with the product at the end, it looks like you're like, this is the most beautiful thing. I can't believe I made this. Did I make this? It's amazing. I've had that happen with me with art. I've had it happen with me for me with music. I've had it happen for me with writing, where you come out with the end product and it's almost like you didn't make it. You know what I'm talking about, Yvonne?
Of course,
Yeah.
I can tell you that I can have a dream, even a dream about melody. In this case, I quickly wake up and sing into the dictaphone, and then fell asleep again.
Yeah, it's like we're in flow. Flow is like it's just coming through us, right? So I would say for you, Jen, with this star card, it's like allow flow states or create. You can't force a flow state. I mean, you can't say today I'm going to have a flow state. It's something, it's a gift. It's a gift of the muses, right? So what I would but you can create space for a flow state. And creating space for flow state means doing those things that are creative, that are fun, and and making space for those things. So you may sit down sometimes as a writer and you're looking at that paper in front of you or the blank screen in front of you and you're just like, eh. But you have to sit down to the blank screen to even allow the flow state to happen. You have to sit down with a blank canvas. You have to sit down with your instrument and start playing. You have to create space for those things to happen. So I think that's really going to help with all of this. But this is a gorgeous card to get. This is absolutely gorgeous card. Now, 8 of Cups, next card coming up. 8 of Cups is going out and finding your heart's purpose, finding your heart's contentment, finding the thing that's going to fulfill you. So the 8 of Cups is this person over here wandering off to go find a cup to put in that empty space there. If you know about the tarot a little bit, the 9 of Cups, the next card in the sequence, is about complete emotional satisfaction. Complete satisfaction, 9 of Cups. It's sometimes called the wish card. It's like your wishes come true, right? So what this card represents is like you've got so much to appreciate in your life right now. This is all kinds of gratitude, all kinds of appreciation, but there's something you're seeking right now. And I really get the sense that you are going to find that thing. And it's probably got something to do with this, the flow state. That's really what you're activating right now. The Justice card. Justice card is about it can be about karmic justice, but I often think of the Justice card being like investing in something, like a slot machine. If you put money into a slot machine, if you imagine a cosmic slot machine, let's imagine a cosmic slot machine. Cosmic slot machine where you're investing something like a coin and you pull the handle and you put a coin in and pull the handle. But if you had unlimited coins, you would eventually get to the place where you would get the jackpot, right? So it's this idea that you're investing in something and going to reap a reward of some kind. This is a somewhat esoteric way of looking at this card. I mean, we can look at this card as like legal matters and all kinds of other things or balance. And I think that balance comes in when we talk about the star card. We also talking about having a life balance. But the justice card is about investing in something to have the reward. It's like if you were putting the coins in the slot machine and then you got the jackpot. So think about where you're investing your energy, your time, your thinking. What is of value to you and what are you investing in? Because whatever you invest in, you're going to reap the reward of that. So I can think of ways that we can waste that coin. I do it all the time, goofing around on my phone, reading news articles. I don't know that that's the best way that I can spend my time. But I could choose something different. I could choose to spend that time writing in a journal, making a little bit of art, um, calling up a friend. So think about how you're investing your time and energy and what you're investing in because you're going to get the reward from that. So I love seeing this. This is for what you're asking in that question. These are amazing cards. Amazing cards. There's something very special about this movement and the shift that you've made. It's going to produce something amazing, really. All right, let's see. Um, oh, Jen says, yes, my Aquarius Sun card. Love it. Yeah, that star card is the Aquarius card. I love it. Quickset says, is there room in this live stream for another question or no? Put it in. We stay until all the readings are done. So go ahead and make a donation. You can make a donation on here. I'll put it up here on Venmo or PayPal. Here's the Venmo link. If you have Venmo, you can just click that QR code with your phone and you can go ahead and make a donation. We're doing $10 per card. Where's my caption at the bottom? Let's see, ticker. Oh, here, I'll put it in the ticker. Guys, I'm doing this all on the fly. Okay, let's see. Does that work? What happens when I do that? There we go. Hey. Gosh, silly. All these things. All right. So our next person is B, and B's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, B. I hope you have a super special day tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at your first question. So first question, so B has two questions. First question is, what should I focus on in the upcoming year? Привіт. I love it that you're speaking Ukrainian to me. Ivan makes fun of my accent, though, when I speak Ukrainian. He's not a very encouraging teacher. He's a mean teacher. Okay, and then the other one is, how should I approach my crush? Okay, so two different readings. Birthday bee, birthday bee. All right, first one. Upcoming year. All right, what do we need to know for the upcoming year? Ooh, it's the Cancer card. Of course it is. The Chariot. So Chariot card represents mastery, among other things. So this card is the major arcana card that represents Cancer, and you're a Cancer. So that's why I giggled, because it's so funny that came up, just like Jen got her Aquarius Sun card. So Chariot card represents mastery. If think about like forward motion as well as moving. I mean, it can be moving for you this year. I know that's on your possibilities of things to do. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but it certainly would be supported with this Chariot card showing up. The idea that with the Chariot card showing up, it's about movement forward. But it's also about that charioteer. There's that word again, charioteer. The charioteer is the one that controls the sphinxes, controlling it and moving them forward in a direction. So I think it's very important for you in this year, B, to have a focused direction. Like, where am I going to go? What do I want to achieve? And set that intention on your birthday. It would be a wonderful thing to do with a candle spell. I love a candle spell on a birthday to set the intention for your personal year. It's a wonderful thing to do. So think about like setting an intention, and it doesn't have to be so specific. Like, the intention could be, I want to have more fun, or I want more happiness, or I want more prosperity. It doesn't have to be like, I want to achieve A, B, and C. So think about, what are the things that you would like to manifest for this year, and think of them like targets that you're aiming for, right? And dream big. I mean, this is a very powerful card. It's a major arcana card, very positive, powerful card. And it is about movement. So I think of this year being one of movement for you, physical movement, definitely within the realm of possibility, but also like spiritual movement. Where are you headed? And I always think it's a good idea to have some destination in mind. We can meander through our life, wandering like the fool, and wander around and have a very satisfying life. But also, too, we want to think about, like, when we have a destination, it gives us it gives us purpose in some way. And I feel like with this chariot card, it's asking for you to get a destination, to get an idea of where you want to. What are your goals? What are the things that you want to achieve? What a wonderful way to start your year, your personal year, is to say, here are the things that I'd like to aim for. And it could be a handful of things, it could be a list of things, it could be one thing, but to pick that thing and aim for it and go for it. This is also a call for you to step up in your mastery of something. So if you're trying to be more skillful at something, this will be supported for you this year. So learning things, practicing things, and making steps in achievement is very much in the cards for you this year. Now, the second reading about how you should approach your crush. All right, let's take a look for that. Oh, this is really interesting. You've got 8 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles is there's a couple interesting things with this one. So the question is, how should I approach my crush? Two things come forward for me. Number one, 8 of Pentacles is consistent. So if you can, I would say if there is an opportunity for the two of you to be meeting on a regular basis, that's going to build this relationship or this relationship blossom. What can you do to put yourselves in the same place at the same time? So, are there groups that you belong to? Are there places that you both go to spend time at those things to allow the relationship to form step by step? That's the first thing. Second thing is that I'm getting from this is working on a project together. I don't know if that's within the realm of possibility, or you could propose it. If you had like a common interest, right? So let's say you both like music, you could say, um, let's start a band, right? That you would meet consistently and you'd practice together, and that would be a good way to do that. Or let's say you both are, creating fashion, right? So you could say, let's work on a project together. So I don't know where you are in the situation where you can, if you're at the level that you could propose working on a project together, but when that moment comes, that would be a really good thing for this. And let it be something like consistency will get you step by step there. So you need to be meeting or encountering each other on a consistent basis. Does that make sense? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Um, Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Quick Set 2. All right, so here's our things. Oh my gosh. So Luai says, good morning. It's good morning for Yvonne, right? It's really early in the morning. You're watching the sun come up. Um, Oh, Jen came back with on her reading, makes so much sense. One thing I've decided to do is less things that I don't want to do. Absolutely. That's so much in alignment with your goal for sure. Um, okay, let's see. To do less than I don't want to do. Yes. Um, He says, thank you, friend. Oh, it's a really wonderful. Both of those are so wonderful. And Lovewitch says, thank you so much to everyone who has donated so far. And B said, I'm guessing for the second one, it makes perfect sense. Wonderful. Okay, let's get to our next reading. We've got Ruxandra with a 5-card reading. Ruxandra, thank you. I want to say Coven member in the house, by the way. Woo woo. Coven, we've got the Coven. You guys that don't know about this, we're doing a thing. It's a group that I have. If you go to coven.vip, you could be a Coven member too. We have so many ways that you can get more fun things from me, more interaction. We've got things like tarot card pull once a month to like check the month ahead. We have the Spirit Speakeasy where I meet with Coven members and answer your questions about magic, just Coven members only once a month. We have a monthly spell service. We even have a level where you get a monthly reading from me. So there's lots of different levels. And Ruxandra is one of my lovely Coven members. So I want to give you a shout out. All right, let me see. Ruxandra, I'm guessing you probably donated on PayPal. So let me go find your question. If you want to put your question in the chat, we can do, but I can look on PayPal too. If you just have to bear with me while I look on PayPal. So thank you so much to everyone who has donated. You guys are amazing. You know what is happening with the donations? You're feeding seniors in Ukraine. These are people who can't get out of their house, they can't get to work, and they get a visit from our cute friend Yvonne, charming fellow who goes around and visits them. That's half the fun, right? It's better than the food, probably. Yvonne, would you say?
Yeah.
You're so sweet. You need your chai. Where's your chai?
Oh, I didn't have time to drink it.
Oh my gosh.
I woke up very lately because I was waiting for some information from my family
Uh, oh,
about the place they stood in, about the sea. Yeah, don't pay attention on me. I am rather alive than dead.
you're alive. You're waking up. It's early. That's how I was this morning. So tired. But it was worth it to see the sunrise. By the way, you guys, I'm waiting for PayPal to come up. Oh, yeah, yeah. Come on, PayPal. One of the most amazing things was I stayed at, I don't know if California people might know about this, but I was staying in the Mission Inn in Riverside. So my son graduated from UC Riverside. We were talking about this earlier, and I stayed at the Mission Inn in Riverside. It is the most charming old hotel. It is like a Wes Anderson movie in there. It's so beautiful and gorgeous and amazing. So it was super magical to wake up in this beautiful scene and beautiful hotel and see this sunrise. It was lovely. All right, Ruxandra, I found yours. And Sandra also donated. Did I not get her? Did Sandra? Sandra actually was earlier. All right. You didn't put your okay, Ruxandra, maybe you put your question in the thing. And then Sandra, I think, made a donation too. Yes, Sandra donated. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I'm going to bump you up too. Okay. So Ruxandra and then Sandra. Okay, thank you. All right, wonderful, you guys. And if I didn't mention your name, so here's who I have coming up: Ruxandra, Sandra, Maminka, John Paul. If your name did not get mentioned and you made it, oh, and then quick set, quick, quick set, I think it is. Yeah, quick set. If your name did not get mentioned, um, thank you, quick set. All right, so you're there on the list too. And if your name did not get mentioned and you made a donation, put it in the chat so we don't miss you. And by the way, Love Witch, the Cynthia last week who made the donation, I called her and I did the reading after we had already gone off the air, so that it all got taken care of that same night. So, all right. Okay, so Ruxandra, let me find your question. Let me see. Okay. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, I'm Ruxandra. I'm looking for your question. I got a lot of chat here. So I'm just looking for it really quick. Okay. If you see it, Love Witch, can you cut and paste it? Something. I think you guys are doing something. Uh, okay. Oh boy. Okay, let me find it. I'm gonna find it. You guys, you should be talking right now while I'm looking, Yvonne.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I forgot about my mission. Uh, what should I tell you? So we had a quiet night. Actually, we had two quiet nights. It depends on it relates to shellings, of course, because we also had a terrible tragedy in Kiev tonight at 3 a.m. A gas exploded in the big 16 ground building, and the whole wall was, like ripped out. Like three grounds are destroyed. many died, many people died. I saw terrible videos. People are screaming inside.
Mm.
Oh, it was amazing. This is so this is so not fair. You know, when okay, I can understand when people die when it's a war in Ukraine. So they die from enemy steel and explosions. But without this, this is I just it's very hard to accept. You know, when it's just not an appropriate reason to die. I think you can die in combat defending your country, and this is understood. But when you're sleeping in your bed and your gas balloon exploded, this is very
I mean,
very
the whole thing that's happening in Ukraine, I have to say, is doesn't make sense to me. A war is supposed to be soldiers and soldiers. That's it. This coming in and bombing civilians is outrageous, and it's against Geneva Convention. And we will see them in The Hague for the war crimes that are being committed. That's what I say. This is like unbelievable that this is 21st century and we're looking at this. All right, I found your question, Ruxandra. Thank you for directing me that it's in the thing. So the question is an update reading on my relationship with this person, looking for his feelings toward me or anything you can tell me. Okay. So, all right, let's take a look and see. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh, we got the same card as B did with her crush. It's going to take some time. Here's what I see. First of all, central card is the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about building something long term. Earth energy, right? We've got the energy of Earth with the Pentacles. Oops, it's opposite for me. So the Pentacles energy is about building something step by step. So I think that for you, Alexandra, thinking about the relationship as something you're building over a long period of time, that is very helpful to start thinking in that way. Because if you do that, you aren't like rushing to the finish line. I always say this is like a sprint versus a marathon. So this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. If you want this relationship to be strong and long lasting, you're going to have to take it step by step and work on that relationship step by step. I mean, this is definitely working on something and working on it together, really, step by step. So be patient with the relationship. I have a feeling that a little bit of this is going on. We've got the Four of Swords, which is him retreating into that's this one, him retreating. He's trying to figure things out. This was the last, I think the same card was even in the last reading. I remember this was the message for sure, is that he's retreating, he's looking within, he's doing his inner work. But that means that you're not going to hear much from him. And as a result, you feel a little bit like this, that you're shut out. Five of Pentacles is feeling shut out, feeling outside, feeling not let in. And so I think this card can be something that you work on. When we talk about working on this relationship, working on not feeling like you're on the outside looking in, or not feeling like, I mean, even the two of you working together on this, it might be a conversation that you have that maybe you say, hey, just send me a text message once a day and I'll know you're okay. I just need to know you're okay. That's going to take work on his part to like come out of his cave that he's in and to send that message. But that also is for you to express that you need that, and express that so that the two of you can come together. I feel like there's definitely the heart opening up. Your heart is very open in this relationship, very loving in this relationship. But I feel like with this card, it's like you're not able to express all the love that you have. And that may be the frustration that you're feeling. You're not able to express all this love that you have inside. I think you have to take the leadership role because we have the strength card showing up. You have to take the leadership role in terms of working on this relationship, starting the conversation happening, not making a demand like you must do this, but saying, I need like just a little bit of contact from you every day just to know that you're okay. And it could be just a message saying good morning. That's it. But I think that's what you guys have to talk about. You have to have that conversation. And the strength card is saying you're the one that's going to initiate it. You have to initiate that conversation. And the two of you have that conversation. But you also have to be patient as well, that you're working on this relationship. So there's a part that's easy for you, but there's also a part that's a bit of a challenge for you, which is the patience of knowing you're building something strong and long lasting, but that's running a marathon, not running a sprint, right? In this particular situation. Okay?
Ruxandra, by the way, has enough courage and energy to take a leadership role because she is a sport bike driver since recent. She's got her certificate of graduating.
Wow. That's amazing.
Ruxandra, I hope it was not a secret because you posted this on your social media.
Ah, that's nice. Oh my gosh, that's lovely. All right. Thank you so much, Ruxandra. Thank you. Okay. Our next reading is going to be Sandra. Sandra, let me see if you put a message in there. Um, I'm going to see if you did. Thank you so much for your donation, Ruxandra. And thank you so much for your donation, Sandra. Sandra also got a 5-card reading. Um, and the question is not a question in there. No cards, just a donation. Sandra, that's
Yeah, I
awesome.
wanted to warn you
Oh,
about this possibility because we spoke to Sandra and she told that she will try to support on regular basis. And in this case, there could be no question, just a donation. So, Sandra, thank you. I will tell you a couple of private wishes in our private correspondence.
yes. And if you let me find that post that if you go to the links in if you go to the links in the YouTube page, it'll show um Yvonne's Facebook, I think. Let me see if I can find it here. I know you posted. Could you post it again, Love Witch, so I could find it? Okay. Maminka's question. Maminka. Maminka's having 3-card reading. Thank you so much, Maminka. Am I ready to turn my hobby into a side hustle? Thank you. All right, let's see what we see around this. I love it. Great question. All right. Thank you so much, Maminka. All right. Okay. Mm, I love it. I love it. When I look at your side hustle, whatever your passion is, whatever your hobby, it is something that speaks to your heart. This is so beautiful. I want to say there's something very spiritual about your whatever your hobby is. It's a very spiritual hobby. Now, I think, sometimes people will go, "What do you mean? My hobby is music." Music is music. Music is a spiritual thing. Art is a spiritual thing. So I think that when I see this hobby that you have, it is really some gift from your heart that you are bringing out into the world or you're thinking of bringing out into the world. When you talk about making it a side hustle, this is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is saying, you have a mission to bring this cup that the queen is holding, which is your heart, the heart's desire, everything that you want in your heart, to bring it out into the world, right? the queen is holding it, but the knight is presenting it, right? Holding it out in front of him. I often think of knights in general as having a mission, but the Knight of Cups mission is like seeking the Holy Grail, right? To find something that is deeply meaningful and deeply spiritual. So whatever your hobby is, I mean, you're saying it's a hobby and a side hustle. I feel like it has such a piece of your heart in it. It is truly a heart mission. Now, the Knight of Cups is saying, yes, present it out into the world. But here's the thing I would say with the Knight of Cups, you have to have a personal mission statement. Why are you bringing this out in the world? What are you hoping to accomplish by bringing it out as a side hustle? What is it that you are wanting to accomplish? Not for you, but for everybody out there, right? What are we doing to bring it out there? And why is it important for it to be out there? And what is it going to do for people? That's the place to start with this. Create your personal mission statement. Create your business mission statement if you're turning this into a business. What's your mission statement? What are you trying to achieve? Not for you, but for everybody out there who's going to purchase this or participate in this or get involved with this. What does it bring to them? That's what you have to think about, because this is such a beautiful thing for you and it's such a gift from your heart, but like to have that outward focus of like, what does it bring to others is where it's going to be. I think you're going to be working this again. Here's our investment card and the justice card. Investing in something, as we were talking about earlier, where you're putting some coins into the slot machine is going to produce the jackpot. This side hustle business, you're investing your time, your energy, your heart, your emotions, your love, your care, and all of those things in it. And as you invest and invest and invest, you're getting to the jackpot, which is that point when your side hustle could maybe be your main gig, that you don't have to have another job. And that side hustle could be that. And I think if you view it in that way, that I'm investing and I'm seeing that investment grow every time I do this thing that I love and I bring it out into the world. So I think it's like this love, you have the right idea, Maminka, which is to do it while you have a steady job, to do this other thing, to bring it out in the world. But as I see it going in, it's going to pay off in a big way. It's going, and that's what, and that what I see with that is that it could be a full-time gig. This could be your full-time job, your full-time career. If you want it to be, maybe you only want it to be a side hustle forever and you like your other job. If that's the case, that's fine. But I'm saying if that's what you're thinking of doing, you're doing the right transition. But you have to get that personal mission, that mission statement. What are you bringing? Why are you bringing it out into the world? What and I would say this with confidence, it's bringing good into the world. So, what good does it bring into the world? And really clarify that for yourself so that you can communicate that to the people who are going to participate. Okay. Does that make sense, Maminka? Let me know in the comments. Mission statements. Ah, yes, a mission statement. Here we go. Yes, I love it. I think whatever you're doing, it's got real depth to it. It's really something that is really a piece of your heart that you're bringing out into the world, and it's going to be successful. And that slow climb, that investment energy of the Justice Card is exactly where it's at. So I love that. Oh, back to Ruxandra. Yes. Oh, patience, my favorite. Yes, he still goes silent at times or answers very short. Yeah, it's that patience thing. Yep, yep. All right, next one is John Paul. John Paul, John Paul. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. So John Paul, you asked the question, I wonder if my special someone is going to come from a large or small family. This has been something that's on my mind. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's take a look and see. Okay. Okay. Are you getting out there, John Paul? That's the question I have for you. Got to get out there. Mix and mingle. Hope you're doing some of that. Okay. Thank you so much, Maminka, for your donation. And thank you, John Paul, for your donation. Wow, love is in the air. Love is in the air. What I see here, we've got 2 of cups showing up. 2 of cups is first of all, I'm gonna talk about this relationship that's on the horizon for you. This is a very loving, focused relationship, and definitely, like, the hearts are connected, like, the 2 of you are a couple. This is such a loving relationship. I feel like this person is going to come from a small family, or it's going to have a small family. We have the Page of Swords energy showing up. That could mean that this person has a child, right? That there's a child involved. Not a little child, it could be an adult child and all of that, but there's a small family. I'm not getting big family energy. There would definitely be more cards with bigger numbers if I was big family energy. This is small family energy, and this person could have a child. So a adult child at that point, of course. There's nice energy though. It's very cozy energy and very loving and focused energy. With the 2 of cups energy, I really feel like it's like the focus is going to be on the 2 of you building the family together. You 2 are going to be the family. This is going to be a very focused relationship where it's really the 2 of you. And I think the family is gonna be there and supportive, but not as important as the couple that you create and the family that you create. And there might be I think the most important person in this person's life is probably gonna be the child. So they may not be like having parents. Their parents may have already passed on. And so this may be the other important person in their life. So I love that. But this I love. Oh my gosh, this is great. So focused, so loving, so sweet, and just like a sweet couple. So I think you 2 are gonna be the family. That's gonna be the family. So I love that. This is really sweet. So wonderful for you. I hope you're getting out there and getting out in the mix of things and meeting new people. This is like high time for that, you know? Wonderful. Thank you so much, John Paul, for your donation. All right. So then,
Did he show both cards?
yeah, the second one was the Page of Swords. Now I'm
Oh,
back on this one. So I
oh,
think that's the
okay.
child, that there's a child, an adult
Mhm.
child involved. I don't get a child, I get an adult child involved. But that's like this little small family that you guys create. I think that's the family, which has been very cool. John Paul, are you still here? I don't even know. Oh, I was getting a feeling they have a child. Yeah, I'm getting that too. But I think, I think that 2 of cups coming in is really telling. Like, you guys are the family. You 2 are the family. This is where the family comes in. So it's like a cozy family. It's super sweet, it's sweet and cozy and so loving. So get out there. Yeah. Oh, Healing Tree Sacramento. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. Shannon, it's so good to see you. Um, we're doing tarot card readings, tarot for kindness, $10 per card, and 100% goes to feed seniors in Ukraine. You can donate through Venmo or you can donate through PayPal. I should put that PayPal one up for a while. Either one, we take either one. 100% of the proceeds go to Yvonne. Yvonne takes them and buys groceries and delivers them to seniors in Ukraine who are suffering in wartime, like unbelievable unbelievable stuff. It's unimaginable. I get to hear it first. I follow all the Ukrainian accounts, of course, and I hear it from you, Yvonne, and my friends who live in Ukraine. But it's like, on top of everything, these seniors don't have money to buy groceries. They have to decide these horrible decisions like, do I get medicine or food? Do I get heat or food? Do I get, basic
Medicine, first of all.
yeah, medicine or food. This is like unimaginable decisions that have to be made. And so Yvonne comes in like a superhero, as we were talking about earlier, and does this thing where he delivers groceries. He delivers a package of groceries that, basic groceries, but some nice little extras. And about $40 buys about 2 weeks of groceries for these seniors. And so helps them to stretch out their budget, or like you said, some of them would have almost nothing if it weren't for the groceries that you deliver, and so they're able to stretch out those groceries. Things like bread and pasta. You also have a little chicken and eggs and milk and chai,
Butter and
butter,
sunflower oil.
sunflower oil, so they can do their own cooking. Oh, it's just amazing. Like, and it's amazing the stories that we hear. John Paul says, I'm so I'm so proud of what you're doing. You're such a blessing to the grannies. John Paul knows that. John Paul works with grannies here in the States, so he knows about working with elders. I just love that. Oh my gosh. Shannon sends hugs. You guys are so cute. Um, this is so sweet. I'm going to show your thing. There you go. Sending, this is so cool to do. And they're sending hugs. John Paul was also sending the loving message about that. Maminka says, thank you so much. All right, quick set. We have your reading. Anybody else that wants to get a reading, you can make a donation. You can make a donation in PayPal or Venmo. I'm going to put that PayPal QR code. Just click on the QR code if you want to donate through PayPal. Let me see if there's any more on Venmo. All right. Anybody on Venmo? Yes. Thank you so much. Quick set. I got your is oh, okay. Is that the same one? Sonia.
Sonia, this is Maminka.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sonia. And then Quickset has the same question. That's why I was getting confused. Is my side hustle idea as good an idea as I hope? So another side hustle question. I love that. Thank you, Quickset. I think that's you, Quickset. Make sure. Let's put in the confirm that that's you and your question because the name is different. Okay, great. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, sometimes your names here don't match your names on the things, and I have to kind of make educated guesses.
It's difficult for me too because I know that I have many friends among those who donated, and I cannot recognize them. So, guys, the big question is to write me after our stream so that I know that it was you and I can tag you in my graded
Yes.
post. Otherwise, I cannot do this.
Oh, John Paul also said, congratulations on your son's graduation. That's very sweet. Lovewitch, can you put in, by any chance, can you put in Yvonne's? Oh, here we go. You did it. Thank you. I'm going to put that there. So this is Yvonne's Facebook profile. Yvonne, you need to get a better profile name. That's so hard to do. I guess you could copy. Maybe you guys can copy and paste it. I don't know. You need to change it to your name. You know you can, not that number, change it to your name. Yvonne.
Really?
Yeah, you can.
I will try to figure it out.
Make it easier on people.
But anyway, for Western people, it's hard to remember even Ivan Subbotin. It's unusual
Well, it's
for your ears.
not
It's like a torture, I know.
not for me. I'm Ukrainian. Come on. All right. So let's see. Is that side hustle? Let's see what we see about quick set side hustle. All right. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much for all your donations. You guys are amazing. Thank you for putting up with our not knowing how to work this new system that we're doing. It's like it's a new thing we're working on. I think Love Witch, we're gonna have you come. I'm gonna have you come in and maybe help me like get in on it or something. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out something, but we're figuring out. Thanks for hanging in there, you guys. All right. Let's take a look at Quickset's question. Ooh, I like it already. Ooh, I like it already. It looks really good. So whenever we have a question about a new job, new career, anything like that, and I see this card show up, the Ace of Pentacles, that's a yes from the universe. This is a hand, holding a gold coin, and the energy of like if this side hustle is something where you want to make money, you want it to be like an extra income for you, this is the perfect thing. It's new beginnings. Like go through the little garden gate, right, and get to that vision that you're getting to. Really positive card for any kind of new job situation when we see that Ace of Pentacles showing up, and it's showing money in your hand. Money in your hand, Quickset. I love that. It's so good. Now I have this energy that I see here, which is Seven of Cups energy. And I think you, with your side hustle, you're kind of like a little like, oh my gosh, there's so many things I can do. or maybe a little like overwhelmed by all the options of things. That's sometimes can be like overwhelmed, too many options, right? So I almost want to say like maybe be selective with what you bring into this. What I mean by that is this. As soon I'm saying this from experience, all right? As soon as you sort of express out to the universe or to the internet that you're starting to do this thing, you're going to get bombarded with advertising of, hey, this is what you need to do for your business, and this is what you need to do, and sign up for my thing that's going to help you with your business, and sign up for this thing that's going to help you with your business. The reason I know this is because I get these all the time. And what this is saying is that can be distracting or confusing because you're like, oh, I have to buy all these things or take on all these things to make my business successful. And this is saying pick one and pick the one that speaks to your heart. So pick one helping thing, one, like focus on one thing, but focus on the thing that your intuition is saying that's the thing. Right? So, like, you'll be like, an example of this is how people with businesses also get this pressure of like, I've got to be super active on all the social media. Pick one social media and focus on that one. And you can share other information on other social medias. But like, but really just pick one and just focus on one and pick the one that your intuition is telling you is the right one. That's Don't get bamboozled and taken advantage of or waste your money on a bunch of different programs and this and that and the other thing. Pick one thing and start focusing on that one. You can pick others and add others as you go along, but I just know this from experience. You're going to get bombarded, and that probably makes sense to you. Quick set. Does that make sense? Um, oh my gosh, you guys are so cute. I'm going to put that at the bottom too. Love Witch says, don't forget to go to Madame Pamita's Patreon. It's also called coven.vip. Well, that will take you there too. All right. Sorry for that interruption. So quick set, is that making, have you started putting it out there and are you starting to get all these like advice, this different advice? So is that happening for you? Quick set. All right. Here's what I see. Oh, quick sense, quick sense. Yes, it does. Are you psychic or something? Well, it's partly psychic because this card came up, but it's also me knowing what this card means in terms of a business. All right. And my own experiences with, oh my gosh, being bombarded with that. So you pick the one that speaks to your heart. Now look at this. We have King of Cups showing up. Again, you guys with your businesses, Maminka and you, Quickset, are both doing missions of the heart. This is about spiritual practice, psychic ability, and truly the mission of the heart. King of Cups is like, you are ready to do this. I think you have been ready for a while. If a king is showing up, you probably, I know this idea you have, you bringing great experience to it. So what I would say to you, Quickset, is you are not a beginner. You are not a beginner with this idea. You have all of your life experience that you're bringing to this, even if it's something you've never done before, right? You're bringing your life experience to this. So you're really poised for this and poised for success with it. The thing I would say to you is like, bring your heart to it, bring your intuition to it. This is something that is has a spiritual component to it as well. So find the spirit in it. Like, don't look just at the practical, but find the part that's going to connect to people's hearts. Find the spiritual mission here. That's what it is. And so for you, it's more like knowing that you are, I think there's always a feeling, and I get the sense this may be happening for you, which is you're starting a new thing. And starting a new thing can be like, oh, I'm looking up at that mountain that I have to climb. But what I'm seeing is that you're coming to that mountain with all your mountaineering gear, all your experience climbing mountains, all of the other mountains that you have climbed in your life. So you are not like a person who's never climbed a mountain looking at Everest. You're like a person who's climbed many mountains looking at Everest. That is a very different thing. So don't get caught up in the lie that you are a beginner here. You're not a beginner. You are not a beginner. And this is, you are ready and poised for this. It's going to be successful. But the warning is, don't get bamboozled by all these people telling you all the things that you need to add, all the bells and whistles that you need to add, all the distractions. Pick one. Pick the one that speaks to your heart. Pick one social media to really focus on. You can have the other ones going, but focus only on one. Pick one program to help you with your business and focus that. Don't get into 5 different, you know, this one and that one and the other one. Start with one thing. A website. That's a good thing to start with. That's a great thing to start with. You don't need to just start the website. You don't need to go buy an expensive website or do all these things. You can do it yourself with a very simple website builder, for example. That's an example. I don't know if that's your example, but that's an example. Okay.
Yeah, I can prove this because when you use many tools, your energy dissolves in all of them.
Yeah. It's really and it can be like you then your scattered energy. That's scattered energy. Focused energy is what this needs. So,
It's
yeah,
like when you're hitting somebody with your fingers, not with the fist. I'm
that's
sorry,
true.
I'm a man.
That's funny, but that is true. That's such a funny. Did you make that up or is that a saying?
I'm sorry.
Did you make that up or is that a famous saying?
No, it's not a famous thing. It just came to my mind.
You hit someone with your fingers and not with your fist. Oh my gosh, you're cracking me up. All right, I'm gonna add it up. Did you add it up today? I'm adding it up. How we did. How many seniors did we help? I've got
Uh,
320. What do you have?
yeah, I have the same amount, 320.
Okay, let's see. That means we have, oops, 320 divided by 40 equals 8 seniors we're helping today. You guys,
Yeah,
you're
actually, there will be 10 because I have a couple more donations tonight. So 10 seniors, excellent result for Thursday.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Quick say thank you so much. It's quick said it said amazing. Thank you so much. This is on point. I might book a reading, but I'll come back to continue donating. Yes, I mean, I do private readings. That's the other thing to know, you guys. If you have a private topic and you want a reading, I do private readings. We're doing this as a very fun thing. It's public, so you have to not, have a secret that we're talking about. I mean, I guess you could be secretive with me, but if you want to open up and you really want to have a very deep session with me one-on-one, I do that. We have other wonderful readers here, like the Love Witch, like B, and many other readers that we have here at the Parlor of Wonders who also do wonderful readings. We're doing this as a way of fundraising and getting money to help seniors in Ukraine who are suffering in this war and get them food. This is a direct action thing. This is why I love this. I love a grassroots thing. It's you guys, me, Yvonne, and the seniors, and we're all working together and we're making this happen. And it's because of you guys and your donations. I could sit here with my tarot cards all day, but without your donations, it wouldn't mean anything. And so I want to thank you for participating in this from the bottom of my heart, because it is such a special, special thing to have everybody across the world. We're 10 hours of time difference, at least for West Coast people, 10 hours time difference halfway across the world. And we're able to do something. I would love to be in Ukraine, in Kyiv right now, and doing this work. I can't do it, but I can do this. So we can all, and you guys, are compassionate people. And this is the way, by having a fun tarot reading with me, you are actually doing something that is such a blessing, like a profound blessing to someone who's suffering in a country that's being invaded and in the most horrific ways, and you are creating some light in all of that sadness and all of the worry and all of the ugliness. You're creating some light. So you're like a little bird landing on Maria's windowsill, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much. That's yes, Quickset says that's so many seniors. I know we're feeding 8 seniors this week. That's awesome. Oh, Healing Tree. Oh, thank you for telling me. Okay, I donated too. Healing Tree, where did you donate? On Venmo? Or I need to know where you donated so I can find it and what your question is, and you can put it into chat, Shannon. Let's see. I think you must have done, let's see. Maybe you did PayPal. Hold on. PayPal logs me out. So I have to log in, and it takes a long time to log in. So here we go. Oh, there you are. Yep. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Wonderful. Okay. Question. Let's see if you put your question in there. Oh, you just donated. Oh, you donated, but you didn't have a question? Do you want a reading? No? Put your question in, Shannon, if you want a reading. All right. The rest of you guys, thank you. I want to say thank you again. A big thank you to all the people who donated. Let me give you guys shout outs right now. And Shannon, if you want a question or if you're just donating, that's great. So that means we had 380. Now we have 400. No, right?
No, we had 320.
Oh, 320. So now we're 340. Okay. Um, Jen M, thank you so much. Adrija, thank you so much. Jen B, thank you, thank you. B, happy birthday, B. Thank you for your cute readings. Thank you, thank you. Ruxandra, thank you so much. Maminka, Sonia, thank you so much. John Paul, thank you so much. Sandra, thank you so much. Quickset, thank you so much. Shannon, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Yes. Do you have a question, Shannon? No question? You have a question? You want a reading or just donated? Just donating to be super cool, wonderful human. We're going to wrap it up here. So, oh, a business. Okay, great. All right, let's see about your business. All right, last reading of the night. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's see. By the way, if you are in the Sacramento area, the Healing Tree Sacramento is Shannon's business. She does beautiful sound bath, sound healing, amazing work. I mean, gorgeous work. Among other things, you do all kinds of healing work, I know. But I know your sound bath healing. That's how I know you. You do a lot of other things. You can put the link to your business, Shannon, if you want to in the chat. Go ahead and put it in there so people can see. And then I'll post it. Oh, I love it. The readings today have been like, we're on fire. I need to use this deck more often. I love this deck. All right. Look what you got. The World card and the Strength card. This is big time for your business. All right. So here's what I see. This is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you some advice. Unsolicited. Well, no, it isn't unsolicited. You asked me. All right. So the first thing is the World card. The World card message for you is to dream bigger, more expansively. Like the vision you have for your business should be big and expansive. I want you to sit down. Oh, I want you to sit down and I want you to imagine like what is the biggest and brightest vision you could have for your business? What is the biggest and brightest vision? Not your next step, but the big scheme, like where the big vision of where you want it to go. Like what do you want? That's going to be a time to sit down and reflect. That's reflection. Because we always, I think, as business owners, are always thinking about like what's in front of me or what's this thing. We don't really often spend time thinking about what would be the biggest thing I could be? What would be the biggest and the best? What would I like to do? What would I like to be? And what would I like to be putting out there in the world? I want you to think, that's your homework assignment. Okay? You asked for it, you got it. That's your homework assignment. All right, second one. Um, strength card. This is the entrepreneur card. You have the entrepreneurial skills. You have everything that you need to succeed and to make your business as big as you want and that big dream. But I feel like you have to take charge of something. So is it like that you have to really step out on your own a little bit more? Do you need to be more independent? Do you need to be more in charge of the situation? That's what I'm getting energy of. You need to be in charge. You need to be in charge. She's in charge of the lion, and it's very loving, very gentle, but you need to be in charge. Okay. Big dreams, you being in charge. Oh my gosh, you guys are just the best. You're just the best. Oh, love you so much, all of you. Thank you, all of you, for your donations. We raised $340 tonight. It's amazing. We're going to be helping 8.5 grannies today. You're going to have you have a ninth donation from us somewhere. I want to thank all of you who had readings, all of you who made donations. You guys are the best. We meet here every Wednesday night on whatever platform you're on, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. And we are trying this new thing so that we can multi-stream and be out for all of you guys. So I hope you join us next week. We'll be here at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, and 5 a.m. Kyiv time. Yvonne wakes up at 5 a.m. to be here with us, you guys. It's amazing. Thank you, Yvonne, for all the work, beautiful work that you do.
No worries. We should do everything to run the process. We
Yeah.
cannot stop.
Yes. All right, you guys, we'll meet here again next week to have some fun, to raise funds to help seniors in Ukraine, and to hang out with our friend Yvonne in Kyiv. And we'll do some more readings next week. I hope you come back next week with some more great questions. I'll get more of a handle on this new system that we're doing, and maybe I'll bring the Love Witch in somehow to run the show on the side. I don't know what we're going to do. It's a lot of bells and whistles here. All right, you guys, have a great evening, everyone. Have a great day. Yvonne, I'll send you the money right away so you'll have that to go do your grocery shopping today, and we'll see you next week. All right?
Guys, join me on Facebook to stay updated about the recent events, to see the results of our work. I think that you should be interested in seeing who exactly helped using this money.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you go to, I think we'll put in the chat below, we'll put the links on the chats in the chat below. Maybe Love Witch, we can do that. I don't know. At least it'll be in the YouTube. I know Love Witch is in the YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, Madam Pamita, you look for the stream, you'll find Yvonne's link, and you can follow him, and then you can see all of the grannies and grandpas that you are helping. They're so adorable. They're so cute. They really are. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, guys, for your amazing donations. I send you lots and lots and lots of love. Don't forget to check out coven.vip. That's my coven. It's a new thing. It's amazing. I would love to do more things with you. Want to do more things with you. So check out the coven, and you can do more things with me. Let's have more fun together. Let's make more magic together. I would love to do that. All right, you guys, have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't know how to turn this off. I don't even know how to turn this off. How do I turn this off? I guess maybe I have no idea. Shut the window, I guess. All right. Have a great night. All right. I'll figure out how to turn this off eventually. End stream. I found the button. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.